Welcome back, everybody. Well, last time we got the copper works up and running. That is now producing product. But this time I think, well, yeah, I said I should probably get on to doing the Ethereum stuff. I want to do something about our power situation here. Yeah, I know we've got a lot of overhead right now, but I've got quite a bit of stuff shut off, so I'm just trying to get the various buildings fully stocked with materials first, and then I'll turn them all back on. So this episode, while that's going on in the background, I'm going to pop over here to our power plant and do some upgrades. I now have 3 lines of coal run all the way down to here. Whoa. And these guys down here are already hooked up and running. They could actually be doing a lot more. As you can see, this power plant looks a little bit different than what most people are usually running. I'm using refined power. Another one of the mods down the list. And this is out of the modular power stuff. Let me just bring up the oops. New menu here. Normally power, you got stuff in here. You got your coal generators. I've got another mod give me a belt-fed biomass burner. Ooh. But all the way down here somewhere, there it is, refined power. I'm using their modular power stuff right now. I'm not doing anything with the modular reactor yet because I'm not up to that tech level yet. You got your platforms. You actually have to deal with your exhaust from your boilers or from the burners, as well as the steam output from the boilers after it goes through the turbines. And you got your boiler platform, which you can put a boiler on. And you got it right now. All I've got is the biomass heater or a coal heater. I'm using coal, obviously, because that can be automated. Then you got your converter platforms, and then you got a Mark I turbine and a LV generator, which I'm assuming means low voltage. But this generator puts out 175 megawatts of power for the same burn rate of, whoops, coal as a coal generator, 15 coal per minute. Oops. Oop. There we go. I opened up thing while I was still holding the shift key, so I descended all the way to the ground. But I'm going to get back in here. So same as the coal generator, 15 per minute on that. And this consumes, same as the coal generator, 45 water per minute. And outputs, whoops, 60 steam per minute. And these Mark I turbines consume 60 steam per minute. Then you got the output of the steam, which I have all being gathered up between all 5 of these guys to a cooling tower, which can deal with 300 cubic meters of steam per minute. And 60 times 5 is 300, so that works out perfectly. So with a 270. I think that's actually running 270. Yes, I did upgrade that. I did upgrade those to Mark IIs and upgrade them to 270 per minute. So we have, let's see here, 270 over 15 means we can run 18 of these. I currently have 15, so I can add another. Oh, sorry, I've got 10 on this one line. I can add a second. I can add another 10 of these and turn all of them on, but 2. So that's what we're going to do. Let's grab the platform. I'll run you through this here. This one gets tucked up nice and tight. And we just run this along here. Unfortunately, these don't work with the smart mod, so I have to place these all one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I need the cooling platform to, oopsie. Okay, cooling platform. I need that arrow coming in that side. And there. We'll go ahead and throw the chimney on that. Oops. I forgot I needed some special materials for those. Let me go grab them real quick. Okay, now that I've got all the special materials that I need, hopefully I got all the regular materials as well. This adds in a few extra bits that are specific to the mod. Okay, now I need to put down the heaters, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can't put them down wrong because they only go on the platform one way, and same with the boilers on top. That's all that put in. Now we need to grab the converter platform. Now you see which way the arrows are pointing. Just spin that around real quick. Oops, I need to see. Oh, that front foot is slightly there. That's that one. There's 4 and 5. Now we grab the cooling platform. Flip this around. Oops, and that one is right on the seam. Close as it'll get, and right on the seam, just like that. Okay, we can put the cooling tower down, grab the turbines, plop them down, then we grab some generators. That's just the system going, hey, you've got power generators that aren't doing anything. Now we need the, let's start hooking up the inputs and outputs. I believe are going to be right there. Oops, I need... What are you doing? Oh, I'm on the wrong... hitting the wrong button. Where's my pipe network? There it is. 2. Which... Yeah, that's right. You're not... With these ones, how tight I've got them going, it ain't going to be straight out because it's halfway between a click point. Uh-oh. Network is still on. I don't know what that's doing. Okay, those are in the right place. Okay, pipe. Run the pipe over. We've got... This is one of the other mods I really don't like playing without. Now that I've had it in several different playthroughs, I really like the modular power setups. Now we just plop in the CO2 pipe, which is really easy to hook up, because it just goes does the same thing as, whoops, the steam generators to the cooling towers. Nice simple setup. Takes a little bit more time to put a coal system in, I think, compared to doing I should say it's a little bit more complicated to put in the modular power system versus the vanilla power system, but that's just me. Or 5. I'm not sure if I can actually get these to line up. Oh, I can. So we'll do that. Oops. Grab belt. Only need to be a Mark 1, so... Hook that in. How did I do this? Oh yeah, I know how I did this. We do a 5. Nope, not a 5. That's the wrong one. Where was it? I need logistics. There it is. Oops. Nope. Oh, okay. Smart's being doing something a little funny with that. I can just run that out there real quick. That far, throw on a pipeline here. And we can grab the junctions. Which don't like snapping. Still need to finish this building off, but I don't know quite how far I'm going to be able to get with it. Just yet. Okay, now there. Oh no. I saw that happen. 1, 2. There we go. Now let's hook up these. As I just need one of these overclocked to 225, I think it is. Yes. And then we come in here and get rid of that. Okay, and need a wall hole. Where's the wall hole? There it is. Wall hole. Try that one there. There we go. And then we grab this guy here. No, don't line up with that. Trying to eyeball where that is. And come on, connect. And close enough. Power line, please. Because it's on that side. Oops, I actually put that too low. Okay, give me that power line here. There we go. Now you can spin up. And, ooh. 220. Okay, this is going to be one of those weird numbers, 225. Yep. All right, so next one. Okay, those are filling up with water. Cool. Those are already set. That is all those hooked up. Now I just need to grab power between the platforms. And that's done. Now all I got to do is add coal. All right, those are starting to fill. I want to let the water build up first, just because fluid dynamics in this are always such a pain. Okay, that one's good. How's this one looking? Getting there. Should be filling all these up. There we go. Come on. That last little bit. All right. Full. Now I want this thing to backfill a little bit. That way we have a little bit of reserve in the pump, so surge demands are easily met. And there we go. That'll be good. And plug it in. Oops, pause that for a moment because I don't want that thing pulsating. Should be running continuous. Should be able to output and never back up. That way you get a nice steady flow on your power graph. Something I'm trying to do in this playthrough. Haven't really talked about it much, but as these guys start coming up in temperature, okay, that guy's starting to generate steam. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong one. I need this one here. Yes, that's up to steam generation temp. And we're at 40 per minute. Takes a little bit for this to build up to maximum, which makes sense because you don't make your maximum amount of steam per minute at a low boiling temperature. We're just now crossing 200 Celsius, but this guy here is starting to come online. These generators will take a little bit to get there, especially considering that right now we're not getting all that much in, but that thing is flowing full 270 at the moment. We'll check it here in a little bit. I just want to get these guys all online, up to temperature, and pulling out water at a decent rate here. Yeah, that guy's starting to come up. Okay, that's not wanting to work. Okay, yep, there's 300 in that one. That one's over 300. That one's over 300, and that one's over 300. Okay. So why are you offline? You have no water. Okay, so that does need to be on. Oops. I didn't know that. I should say I didn't realize that. This thing will not let its buffer out unless it is running. Okay, but we have temperature now. And that is putting out steam at a solid 60 per minute. So this generator here is spinning up and and at max RPM. And the that was the turbine. The generator here is at max RPM, 150 megawatts of output. Although I could have swore it said 175 in here. Where's the refined power? LV. Yeah, I might have to say something about that. Or that might be what it can do with a Mark II turbine. The maximum of 175. The Mark I, only 150. We are now up to full speed on this one. Oop, not quite. There's a water flow issue over here. Yeah, that one's still chugging a bit of water. Okay, let's just bump this up to 190% here for no. Okay, go full 200 actually, just to help speed this process up. Feed in a little bit more than it needs. I'm going to get started on putting in this next group of 5 and then another group of 15. I'll explain that later when I get done. I'll be right back when that's all put in. Okay. Well, that took a lot longer to get done than I thought it would. So, we now have 3 lines of 18 of these modular power systems all hooked up and operational, giving us a crap ton of power. However, I have 2 lines connected together generating power for the factory, and that is this line over here. As you can see, it's not currently hooked up to the rest of the system. We are not running any machines right now. Trains are shut down wherever they're at. Reason for that being is I got to run another power line, which I'm going to have to find a way to do. I'm going to start there because I wanted to have the miners for all of this, the water extractors for everything, all isolated on their separate grid, so that if we do trip power for the main facility, it won't be so hard to get everything back up and running. This is going to be completely isolated. It's running the grid for also my exploration power network. I'll explain that in a future episode when I go out and do some more exploration or whatnot. But I've got all the water extractors for all 3 lines, as well as the 3 miners for this entire facility, all running off of this 3rd line of generators, which I thought would be a great idea. And by doing it this way, that means I can have not only the power grid or the necessary stuff for generating power hooked up to a dedicated system that should never shut off. I can also have my hypertube network set up in the same fashion, but I can't take the tube this time. I have to run up here because I got to drag a fresh power line all the way back, because this here is going to be our dedicated grid for the rest of the factory. And we're going to cross lines here, although we are going to run it up here, and I'll join back up with you once we get back to the facility over there. Okay, so this is everything running here. All right, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Because, oops, dang it. Quit doing that. What we got here is, right now we're running off the biomass burners. I happen to be nice and close to these here. So we're running biomass right now, which is fine, but I want to get the power network hooked up in a way where I can still isolate that over there so it's easier to reset. Which, looking at this, I should be able to just drag this line right down to this, and now that is getting 5,000 megawatts of power, which that should suffice for us for quite some time. Power isolation. All right. Let's fire up the rest of the factory here.